Hello, my name is Austin Zielinski, and I will be giving my presentation on the Saudi Arabian arms deal. In this presentation, we will look at the deal, the benefits, the big picture, the problems associated with it, and the possible outcomes. To begin my presentation, I would like to take a look at the deal itself. The deal is an agreement between the United States and Saudi Arabia in which the United States will produce and supply Saudi Arabia with different sorts of arms. Specifically, this deal will include the sale of combat ships, tanks, radar and communication systems, missile defense systems, and cybersecurity technologies produced by the United States. Next, let's take a look at how this deal benefits the United States. The deal is estimated to be worth around $460 billion. The United States will receive $110 billion immediately and then another $350 billion over the course of the next 10 years. Not only is this deal worth a substantial amount of money, it is also expected to be a major jobs creator for the United States, with it producing over 100,000 jobs. The deal does more than just create jobs and money for the United States. It also helps advance the United States' interests in the Middle East. This deal will go a long way in improving the relations between Saudi Arabia and the United States. Improved relations between the two countries could lead to more cooperation in the future. This cooperation could be another arms deal between the two countries, or maybe some type of military allegiance that would be strategically beneficial to the United States. A $460 billion purchase of arms means the Saudi military will have a stronger presence in the region. This stronger presence in the region can be used to help advance U.S. foreign policy goals in the Middle East. Specifically, they can keep pressure on Iran. Unfortunately for the United States, this deal also brought with it a serious problem. That problem being the death of Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Jamal went missing after visiting the Saudi consulate in Istanbul. He was there to obtain a marriage license for his Turkish fiancée. Once entering the consulate, however, Jamal was never seen or heard from again. Originally, Saudi Arabia denied having any connections to the disappearance of Jamal. It wasn't until a Turkish newspaper wrote an article claiming that there was a tape recording of the alleged murder taking place that Saudi Arabia decided to change its story. Now, they are agreeing that Jamal was indeed killed in the consulate. However, they claim that the murder of him was a rogue act and that Saudi leadership had absolutely nothing to do with it. Saudi Arabia's conflicting and changing stories have caused the public and foreign nations to cast doubt on their official story that Saudi leadership had nothing to do with the murder of Jamal. Germany has gone as far as to cancel their arms deal with Saudi Arabia and urge other countries to do the same. The public is very outraged over the possible premeditated murder of a journalist and the attempted cover-up by the Saudi Arabian regime. Moving forward, there are two possible solutions and outcomes to the problem mentioned previously. It is very important for the United States to wait for the investigation of the murder to be complete. The most important thing to do is to figure out whether or not Saudi leadership had anything to do with it or not. The level of involvement by Saudi leadership directly impacts the decision that the United States must take in this matter. The best and most favorable outcome is that we keep the deal. The only way we are able to keep the deal, however, is if Saudi leadership is not linked to the killing of Jamal. The United States should only hold those responsible for the death of Jamal accountable. If it is indeed found that the killing was a rogue act, orchestrated by members of Saudi Arabia, but not by Saudi leadership, then the deal should continue. A rogue murder should not get in the way of a deal that will help strengthen our economy and create jobs. and a deal that will also help advance U.S. foreign policy goals in the Middle East. In the event that Saudi leadership is indeed linked to the killing of Jamal, then the United States must hold the regime accountable. I believe it would be in the President's best interest to send the issue to Congress so they can decide the proper outcome. Then he must accept whatever Congress's decision is, even if that means canceling the deal. The United States has to protect its core values and beliefs. It can't send the wrong message to other nations saying that this type of behavior is okay. We must take a stand against corruption and heinous acts, and we must lead by example and show to the world that this type of behavior is unacceptable and will not be tolerated.